Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and I've been sharing my weight loss journey here on YouTube since April of 2020. In that time, I lost over 100 pounds and I've maintained most of that weight loss, but currently I am working on losing around 20-ish pounds that I regained from my lowest weight. I continue to share the ups, downs, and everything in between on my bariatric surgery journey. If that sounds like something that you'd be into, I would love it if you followed along with my channel by hitting that little subscribe button down in the corner. It really does help a lot and it doesn't cost you anything. So if you could take a second to just hit that subscribe button, it would really mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. And of course, a huge thank you to all of my returning subscribers. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate the warm welcome back. I did just start posting videos after a long ways away. So the fact that so many of you came to my comments to welcome me back so warmly really did mean a lot to me, and I appreciate all of you. So in my battle to lose this, I think it's like 24 pounds, 25 pounds that I've regained from my lowest weight, I am my first full week back in and tracking my progress and healthy habits. I had a great first week back in. I really did do a great job. I'm really proud of myself for really sticking to my gym habits, as well as tracking my food intake and really trying to just make overall healthier choices. It was important to me when I started getting back into my gym routine, especially, that I kept it very basic. The goal here is not to go all in, all or nothing. What I really want to do is ensure that I am kind of baby stepping my way back into my, what I would consider, normal routine.
Well, I was going to go to the track this morning and do my mile for time and C25K, but it's too cold out this morning. It is only, it says 43 degrees, but I think it feels much colder than that. As you can see, I'm quite bundled up. I've only got one mitten on right now because I'm filming, and these aren't those like touch-friendly mittens. These are just dollar store mittens basically. But yeah, so I'm at the gym now. A little change of plans. I'm not gonna do the mile for time. I hate doing mile for time on the treadmill because I don't know, it doesn't feel the same. I'm always way faster on the treadmill than I am on the track, and I just want to keep it kind of straight in my mind of what my actual progress is. Today I'm going to be doing C25K week 1, day 1 again. I didn't complete the full week last week because on Tuesday, which is my normal workout day, I got stuck in traffic bringing my dad to the airport. So I got home way later than what I intended. So it didn't make sense to work out that night. I actually just did a dog walk instead. So I still did something rather than nothing, but I do want to get through a full week of C25K. Again, I'm not doing it because I'm going to run a 5K. I'm really doing it more so because it's good for conditioning for running. I think it really does help me personally get back into the flow of like full on running. So I'm going to go into the gym, hop on the treadmill, and do a little bit of C25K interval training. So today's a very important day. I'm going back to the gym. It's Tuesday, and I'm going to be doing my C25K on the treadmill. But what I'm really excited about is I'm going to lift some weights for the first time in a long time. I did write myself up this very basic little workout. Sorry, I'm getting a little huffy puffy. Walking up a hill right now. But yeah, so I wrote a very basic workout. It's like the most boring basic shit, but it's just to really ease my way into it and not overdo it. So let's go to the gym. So I just finished my first weightlifting routine of 2026, and that kicked my butt. I lost a lot of strength. I'm pretty upset about how much strength that I actually lost, but at the same time, I know I can get there again. It's just going to take a lot of hard work. So don't take off from the gym for 3 months unless you have a really legitimate reason, because otherwise you have to redo everything that you already did. So that was very eye-opening, but I'm glad I did it. So I did 3 sets of 4 upper body exercises, and then I did 2 sets of crunches. I did about 12
reps each. Again, I was really trying hard not to like overdo it on my first go because I don't need to burn myself out right away. So this was a good workout, a good exercise day. I got my move ring closed. I got my exercise ring closed. So I'm super happy about that. So on to the next.
So I'm going to put my very high-tech workout plan here, and basically what I do is I have this list of upper body and lower body exercises, and then on whatever given day that I'm in the gym, whichever body part or half I'm working on for that day, I will pick 3 to 4 of those exercises from the list, and I just put a little number next to it. I'm not going crazy right now with tracking my weight progress as far as like how much I can lift. The important thing is just getting into the habits of doing it and keeping it super simple so that I don't burn myself out right away. A huge thing for me too with getting started again is really avoiding that all or nothing, all out mentality. That has always thrown me for a loop and led me to burn out really quickly. So I'm taking the approach that any progress is some progress and doing something is better than nothing. That said, I do still want to get into my routine of 3 days of committed exercise and sticking under my calorie goals, which is about 1,500 calories right now, which I do eat more on the days that I do work out. As long as my Lose It app says I'm in a calorie deficit, I'm good. Of course, focusing on protein too, but I'm not even taking that as hardcore as I have in the past. I really am just making sure, just tracking calories right now. Calories is enough to start with, and then I'll build into that routine. So the theme for January overall is really just don't go all in, baby step, and wade in from the short end of the pool to start. I also wanted to share these kind of starting progress photos with you. This is really what it looks like from my lowest weight, which was about 151 pounds, to where I currently am. So if you figure this is about a 25-pound difference, I'm not upset with how I look. I actually think I look really good. I'm happy with my appearance. I just know that I could look more fit and more healthy than I do right now. But I'm not beating myself up or anything over this regain because overall I still look a lot better than I did, and I'm still way, way healthier than I was when I was, 275 pounds, probably higher at some point. So I want to go ahead and give you my actual weight loss progress. Now, again, I am really trying to ease into this slowly. So the number on the scale for January right now is not even like as critical to me as just getting back into the habits, but I am tracking my weight. I've been very good about not overweighing myself. That was something that really came up a lot in my recovery therapy, was that I was weighing myself every day, and that was actually a detriment to my progress. I was actually doing the reverse of what I thought I was doing. I always said, well, I like to have the data, but mentally that's not what I was doing with that number. So I only weigh myself 2 times a week now. I weigh myself on Wednesday, and then my official weigh-in is on Saturday morning. So my starting weight at the end of December was 176.6. And as of today, I'm down to 174.1. So my total weight loss for this week is 2.5 pounds, which I kind of expected a higher number, not higher than 2.5 pounds. I think 2.5 pounds is the high number, especially with water weight and just calorie tracking in general. So really happy about that. Not anything crazy. And again, I'm really only going for like maybe 1 to 2 pounds a week, if that. I recognize that weight loss at the weight that I'm at and where I'm trying to go is going to be a bit on the slower side, especially because I'm 3 years post-op at this point from my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So officially, that leaves me with 24.1 pounds to go until my goal of 150 pounds. Now, I originally hadn't set a date for my goal weight, but you guys are gonna think I'm insane. So everybody knows, right? I just got back from Disney World a couple of weeks ago. We had a fantastic Christmas trip. My kids really weren't that into it, but my kids are way older. They're 19 and almost 15. So Disney maybe is not their thing. They've maybe kind of grown out of it. But I guess I fall into that bucket of Disney adult. As much as I hate to admit that, I think I kind of do, just maybe not over the top about it. So they sent me a ridiculous discount, and Tim and I were talking, and Tim was like, I really just want to have something to look forward to. Let's just go, me and you. So we are going in September back to Disney World, which is just actually bonkers to me. It's making me feel very financially irresponsible, even though like I have money to travel, I can do that. So I think my goal is to hit 150 pounds by the end of August. I think that's totally doable. That's 8 months from now. So I'm not like stressed out or anything. And I think that actually gives me a little bit of an edge the way that I'm approaching my weight loss this go around, because I can go slow and steady and know that I can meet my goal by the end of August. So I'm setting a date. Before my next Disney trip, I want to be at my goal weight of 150 pounds. You heard me say it here, folks. Now, I want to hear from you. I love hearing your connection to me. I love hearing your stories about your own journey. So I want to do like a question of the week this week. And I think my question of the week is, how do you avoid feeling like it's all or nothing? How do you avoid feeling like you've got to do all of the things in order to be successful? How do you give yourself grace? Go ahead and leave a comment down below. I really do want to hear from you. If you don't feel like sharing your story, then go ahead and leave me a purple heart emoji. I love seeing those too. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you taking the time to follow along with my weight loss journey. I love hearing about yours as well. Keep up the good work, everybody. We're just about halfway through January, so hopefully some of those new habits that you're working on are really starting to stick. Until next time, I'll see you real soon. Bye.